Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Universal Channeling. Channeling the Conscious Universe. Mike Quinsey, Channeling His Higher Self, June 11, 2021. The hopes and wishes of the people are gathering force and must eventually bring about changes that are long overdue. It features the removal of those in power who do not carry the best interests of the people, and it is sad for us to see that the only way you can achieve your freedom is through the use of force. The will is there to succeed, but until your efforts are drawn together, they cannot fully benefit from the potential power that they have. Thought alone is powerful, and all of the time people are projecting them, they become a collective that will have the power to materialize them. So never assume that your positive thoughts are a waste of time, as certainly every little helps and remains in the ethers waiting to be used. Bear in mind that where you lay your power, through the law of attraction it will become stronger and eventually manifest whatever it was you desired. This also applies to you as individuals and what you wish for yourself, so be realistic, and unless you have incurred karma through earlier actions or deeds that prevents it, there is no reason why you should not be successful. We have advised you many times to be careful with what you wish for yourself or others, and to ensure they are always positive. Slowly but surely COVID-19 is coming under control, but it will always be hovering around in the background. By such times it is to be hoped that the prospects of its return are minimal and of no greater concern than your common cold. As you grow up, so you develop immunity to common illnesses that usually come and go with very little lasting effect. Keeping yourself healthy, and eating the right foods is essential if you want your immunity system to be strong. Eat plenty of fresh foods, avoiding as far as possible all those that are processed. Cut down on sugary foods, and if you need a sweetener, honey is the best healthy alternative. A lot of this is plain good common sense, and avoid as far as possible fried foods and dairy produce. It is a formidable list, but if you can at least moderate your intake of such foods, your health will benefit. Vegans and vegetarians are clearly on the right track, and any changes made to reduce the intake of low-vibration foods will enhance your health and result in fewer problems. The young children of today are way ahead of the older generations, where understanding of what is needed to put humanity onto a path that will lead to great changes that will speed them up, as many are so vitally needed to bring in the first stages of what will prove to be far-reaching. There are many paths that have been opened up, but not all lead to the vital changes necessary to pull out of the old paradigm that no longer serves you. Think big, where the future is concerned, as there is little point in spending vast sums of money on simply expanding old ideas. You must anticipate the needs of a new and modern society that knows no limits to its ideas of where the human race is headed. You have the brains and the technologies to kickstart everything without wasting time on that, which has proved inadequate. It is as though you are looking into a crystal ball and can see all countries at different stages of advancement, with many still lacking the basic needs to survive. We say again, you are one race, the human race, and it is time there was a coming together of all people with a view to raising the quality of life so that there is not such a gulf between them. In the past, the richest and most developed countries used the situation to their advantage, finding that by giving only little financial help they were able to make ample profit from their investment. It goes back to the Commonwealth days where the natives were poorly paid and worked all the hours that God gave them. It is being recognized as such, and should remain in the past where it belongs. Let the richest countries set a plan to quickly raise the living standards of all the poorest countries that in the long run will be to everyone's benefit. Clearly you cannot expect to overcome all of the differences that exist between the many countries that are often of a strong religious background. Providing people are allowed to worship in their own way, without interfering, we see no reason why each should not respect those who choose to be different. Keep in mind that a soul does not necessarily only incarnate into families practicing old religious beliefs, but may seek new experiences in a different set of beliefs. Religion has caused so much trouble between people, but why, when it is part of growing up and finding the ultimate path to God, that is now spoken of as the God inside? Is it then not apparent that all souls are actually seeking the same God? So you have a universal God that is always with you and is urging you to share your love with all souls, treating none as being any different to the others. Put the differences aside and you have one big happy family paying homage to God in the privacy of their own soul. Why not give love a chance to show that there are no barriers to universal love, unless you choose to make them? Can you imagine how quickly all differences would be overcome, and arguments as to who was right or wrong would fall by the wayside? Let there be a new way of looking at religion that does not speculate on who is wrong or right but accepts the differences as part of the experience. Be assured behind all of the messages is a definite plan to advance your understanding so that you have not on the one hand been overwhelmed, but are broadening your understanding as your consciousness begins to expand. We have taken your mind down a few different tracks, yet all lead to the one God who is the supreme creator of all that is. It is impossible for souls at your level to really grasp the magnificence of a being that is all that exists. It almost beggars belief that the energy that is God seems to have no limits, and is continually creating new areas in space. There is a saying that what goes around comes around, and everything moves in a cyclic motion. At this level it is much beyond most people's understanding, and there is no need to know more at this time, as all comes to all people in due course. Your immediate task is to stay centered, and share your love with all of the souls around you. Stay calm in the face of adversity, and by doing so you are helping to present a soul who is at peace with the world. I leave you with love and blessings, and may the light brighten your days and path to completion. This message comes through my higher self, my God self. In love and light. Mike Quinsey. Website, treeofthegoldenlight.com